Online video games were brought to by FlingSmash. If you missed my speech last time or my rant, basically I was trying to configure the Wii remote, and it took, I guess, 2 parts to be able to do this. Now you may be asking yourself, what the show are you talking about? Well, I did look it up online and find the buttons. You can't just plug it in and play like you used to be able to. Now everything is the same. In the good old days you could just plug in and play, and consoles came with 2 controllers, but in modern times it comes with 1 controller, and you can't just plug in and play. There's always usually a problem. Wii Remote controller and Wii Motion Plus. Wii Remote Plus. So there's Wii Remote Plus, Wii Motion Controller, and Wii Remote Plus. I guess I have this one. It says Wii Motion Plus inside. What does this one say? Oh, with the show I clicked the wrong one. I thought it would give me an option. I don't think it forced me to select. This is not good. Alright, so let me explain to you guys what I wanted to go through earlier. So, you're unsure I got FlingSmash. I gotta go back to the main menu and reset it. And it cost me $8 at Best Buy. It was part of the deal of the day. Comes with free shipping, and comes with the FlingSmash comes with the game FlingSmash, which is meant for motion controls, and because it's a Wii Remote Plus control. Why the show would I get the Wii Motion Plus control for $8 when it normally sells for $44? Because the game House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns, I need a second Wii Remote, and the Wii Remotes are expensive as show. And by having 2 Wii Remotes, now I can have double the DPS when I play the House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns. It's a real shooter, and it's great for the Wii though, because the Wii is meant for motion controls, and a game that doesn't force motion controls. Let's start with that. Let me rephrase the sentence. Let me get water. Thirsty as show. Yeah, getting back to what I was saying though. Look, games on the Wii should not use motion controls unless they're meant for motion controls. House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns is a real shooter. You don't have to move, you just point and shoot. Now you could use motion controls to aim your Wii remote at the TV, and then you could click A or whatever the button is in order to shoot A, B, or Z, or whatever the show it is. The whole point I'm getting at is I don't have an issue with motion controls as long as the game is meant for motion controls. I have an issue when you have forced motion controls as the only option for games that are not meant for motion controls that completely ruin the game, such as Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers, Zelda, Punch Out. Now, just like look at the game Mario Kart Wii, you could add all the motion controls and the game controller. I mean, I'm fine with that, but do not force. Motion controls should not ever be forced on games that are not meant for motion controls. Now, how they added a game controller to House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns, I mean, I probably still would have played the game with motion controls, because I don't know how I'm supposed to play a real shooter where you never ever have to move with a GameCube controller, unless you use a thumbstick to aim. But I prefer to use the Wii remote to aim, because it's more similar to the classic arcade controller that can be found when you play House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns in the arcade. Because with arcade controller you just point at the screen and then you shoot, and with the Wii remote you point at the screen and you shoot. So it's practically a carbon copy of the classic arcade controller. So motion controls are okay for real shooters, but not for hybrid real shooters, such as not for hybrid shooters such as Link's crossbow training. I mean, the motion controls don't work for that game, because part of it is a row shooter where you have to move, and then there's stages where you have to move, and then you have to use a Wii remote to aim. So since you have to move in that game, and it's not a full real shooter in some levels, the motion controls do not work. And you have like half a thumbstick with a nunchuck. Anyways, the force motion controls are terrible. But like I said, I don't have a problem with using motion controls for games that are meant to be played with motion controls, such as House of the Dead 2 and 3 Returns as a real shooter. There's no reason you don't even have, you don't move in that game, so why would you need to use a game controller or regular control when you don't have to move? All you do is point and you shoot at zombies. I mean, if it was a game like Zelda where you move, that would make perfect sense to use a game controller or a classic controller, but it just wouldn't make any sense to use a motion controller to play a game such as Skyward Sword with terrible motion controls that are unprecise. Is it unprecise or imprecise? I guess it's probably unprecise. I guess you could say, and that are inaccurate. I'll go for it with my loyal minions and bring me with the power of Southern Island. And this game, you just move around your character though, and I forgot his name. And you could have a friend play with you who the show would play this game. I know two were your most, so if I had a friend come over, the issue was with multiplayer games that are local multiplayer, I would have to have somebody come over, and people, my friends live hundreds of miles away from my house, so it's not like they could teleport over here. On the other hand, if this game had Wi-Fi multiplayer, then anyone can play from anywhere in the world. Plus, you don't have to, even if two people live near each other, you don't have to take the, I guess you could say, the time to leave the house or spend the gas money to drive your car to a different location or to get to your friend's house to play a game, and then you would have to play split screen. So I don't see why Wi-Fi online multiplayer or Xbox Live or PSN isn't always used. It just doesn't make any sense for games that have multiplayer. If they're going to throw in a multiplayer, please make it online. I mean, it's very rare that you will have the majority of your friends that live near you, though, because people move locations all the time, and there's so many different places that you can live in the world. So do you really think that I guess you could say your friend from next door, do you think he'll be next door from you within the next 20 years? I mean, it could be possible, but I would assume highly unlikely because people move all the time. So if this game had Wi-Fi and you could play with your friend, if he moves to a different country or moves to a different state or move hundreds of miles away or even move 50 miles away, it would be a fantastic way to gain the multiplayer experience without having to travel a plethora of square feet, or without having to spend a plethora of gas money in order to get to a different location or spend a significant amount of time traveling. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. That guy looks like the one from Kingdom Hearts, the one with a mask or some type of summoning jutsu from Naruto. You know, where they summon frog, but I guess that guy would look like an evil summon, like the ghost. Okay, he's blowing air. The title of the game, which you know. I think this game is just meant for motion control, so I mean, it even came with a Wii Remote Plus just to help the game sell. Now I have a camera in front of me though, so my screen is in a block. Hang on here, I found something. I gotta go water real quick. We'll continue this PlayThrough / walkthrough FlingSmash in a bit. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys have found me semi-entertaining so far. to say the least. But give me a second, I'll be back, and stay tuned for the next part. OnlineVideoGames signing out. Hope you enjoyed this epic walkthrough playthrough of the game FlingSmash, and we're about to hang on in the middle of the air and continue the adventure in bits. Thanks for watching. OnlineVideoGames signing out.